We produced, I think, over 2,000 or more pumpkins for the show. I did a lot of those pumpkins. As you can see, I'm pretty comfortable blowing a lot of pumpkins in front of a crowd and entertaining. I don't mind the people watching. I think it's a huge opportunity for people to see glass blowing. So here I am at the glass furnace. The glass that I'm gathering is about 2,100 degrees right out of the furnace. My assistant has already placed the inner layer of color on there, and we've taken a layer of clear over top of that glass. In order to get the glass hot in this frame here, we're heating up the glass in a unit that we call the glory hole. The glory hole is running at about 2,300 degrees, and that allows me to manipulate the glass and further expand, shape, and sculpt the glass. In order to get the glass into the character pumpkin shape, we have to use various tools, including the marver table, which I was just rolling the glass on, as well as the glory hole, and then we place it into an optical mold, a one-part optical mold. That optical mold will give the characteristic ribs on the surface of the glass that also make it look like a pumpkin. I have my assistant blow while I use our main glass blowing tool, which is called the jacks, to constrict a neckline in the glass, and then I can place the stem on that constriction later on when we disconnect it from the pipe. The glass is around 1,800 degrees, and we're manipulating it to get it into the exact size that the customer ordered. This is a medium-sized pumpkin that they ordered, and we need to also make sure that we have our logo on it. So we place a small piece of glass on the bottom of the pumpkin, and we put our stamp on this pumpkin on the bottom. So if any patron picks up their pumpkin and they see the stamp on there, they know that it's a Glass Academy pumpkin. And so I use also a wood paddle to flatten the bottom so that it sits flat on the table. Oftentimes that we'll have cracking or breaking of the pumpkins, so we allow venting to happen. So we saw Ian poking a hole in the bottom of that pumpkin. That is for proper venting during the annealing process. And also right now we're putting on the stem. The stem, it looks like it's iris gold, and an iris gold stem. And that's also a reducing color. We reduce in a purely gas atmosphere to bring the metals to the surface of the glass. That allows it to be shiny like gold or silver, depending on the color that we use. So I use that large torch to reduce the color, as we call it in glass blowing. And that's pretty much the final step. A few tweaks with the tweezers to make sure the stem is just right. And then we use a small hook and take it over to the annealer. The annealer is running at about 900 or so degrees, and we place it in there, and when all of our product is done for the day, we shut that down, and it cools over a period of 12 to 14 hours. And when we open it up, it'll be room temperature, and that will be packaged and shipped off to our customer, or they will pick it up in the gallery.